This is the carcass of a dead bronzeback tree snake. You can make out very easily with its color pattern, that is bronze, shiny with spots of skyish blue all over the body on the dorsal side, and a very yellow tail, ventral aspect of it. Now this fellow is dead, crushed under some vehicle, and I got this here just to make out a few documents regarding the scale pattern. And also I take this opportunity of mentioning the arrangement of the caudal scales, the post-anal caudal scales of this animal, which is a non-venomous creature. Now this bronzeback tree snake, the Dendrelaphis tristis, is a non-venomous tree snake, harmless to humans as such, and it feeds on lizards, geckos, chameleons, small birds, and often frogs, grasshoppers as well, opportunistically, whatever comes on its way. This is a very quick runner, prefers living on trees, and has adopted accordingly, because on the ventral side, or rather the lateroventral sides, runs a ridge. On both the sides run a ridge. That is an adaptation of the animal for better arboreal life. You see those two black lines? Let me pick it up. This is a ventral line, this is another ventral line, and right on these lines, the lateral aspect and the ventral aspect. The ventral aspect is slightly concave, and this particular point becomes very sharply ridged. You can make out that line. If I can get a view from this angle, probably it'll be a little easy. Anyways, that apart, a harmless creature for humans as far as we know, rather a friend, and has an important ecological role to play, is a non-poisonous snake. And let me decipher a few more things about it. Identification of venomous and a non-venomous snake on the basis of its caudal scales. So this is the caudal plate or the anal plate, after which there is a transverse groove, that is the anus. All the scales, ventral scales, prior to this particular anal opening are, you see, complete. Between these two, this line and this line, these caudal scales, these ventral scales are complete, that is, they are single unit from here till here. But post-caudal scales, as you see here, the post-anal scales, that is, this is the anus, the post-anal scales, that is these scales, which form the tail and hence also called the ventral caudal scales, they, you see, are broken, that is, they are paired. They are not single but paired. Now, all the venomous snakes have a complete pre-anal scale ventrally, and even post-anal scales are complete. But in the case of a non-venomous snake, the post-anal ventral caudal scales are paired. You see them? There is a prominent zigzag line demarcating the two scales, the left and the right. So this is a sort of a thumb rule for identification of snakes, whether venomous or not, by merely looking at their post-anal ventral caudal scales. Now this creature, as I had said earlier, is a non-venomous one. And that is also exhibited or reflected by its caudal scales, the ventral caudal scales post anal. I hope it finds some little enhanced understanding and awareness amongst the masses.